This is your guide to getting 2 million credits in Gran Turismo 7, and this is not a video you're going to see anywhere else, because I know you can get track guides for these sort of things. I've done them myself in the past that sort of basically take one flying lap and assume that you can do that off the bat. Let's be honest, in the real world, no one can do that off the bat. So I'm going to show you here, literally going into the session, what I do to build up my pace, get familiar with the track, and how we're going to get that time. See at the top, we need to get a 140.8 at this moment in time to be within 3% and get the 2 million credits. Let's just bear in mind 140.8. So we've got our car, which is going to be the Radical. Now, I did do a lap here just to sort of get familiar with the car and have a look at the gearing, which is very, very, very weird. So you're going to learn a lot here about the peculiar gearing for this car. If you remember when I did this in the esports championship, we did some very unusual gear changes. But here we go at Dragon Trail Gardens. We're going to actually just stop the car here. So we take a look at the track, get ourselves familiar. We've obviously got an incredible livery from the people in the kirethkart Discord, I think a TG special. So you look at the map on the top right hand side. We've got the sort of two penultimate corners to start the lap, which you basically treat as one corner, go very deep, cut back. We've then got the sweeping turn one, which we need to pick out our apex for. Very difficult to find that. Then we've got the chicane with the really quite savage sausage curbs we've got to navigate. Then we go into the hairpin at the bottom of the track, got to pick out the braking marker, get on that inside curb, power out. Gearing's very important. Then we've got some flowy corners where you need to get from one side to the other and then the other side again. And then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 apex corner, sort of the marquee corner here at Dragon Trail Gardens, which we have to work out how many apex we're going to hit. I think we're going to hit probably 2 of them. So let's have a look now. We want to get that 140.8. And the trick with this car off the gearing, I promise you, I'll tell you, is basically you want to be short shifting this thing. It likes being in the high gear, something weird going on with the turbo here. So have a look where I'm shifting. Sometimes you might even want to double shift. So go from first to third or something like that. So going over the line, we want to pick out here our apex. It's going to be very difficult to look at the brake marks on the right hand side, that Dragon Trail Seaside board. And I've noticed immediately that the car's very sensitive to me getting on the brake there, which we can use to our advantage in 5th gear. We'll come down to 4th here. I think there's deceptively quite a lot of speed you can carry through. Then down to 3rd, and then we'll try and go over this sausage. So if you just kind of go right over the top of it, then you can actually avoid getting unsettled by it, but quite difficult to do, so we'll see how we do that. I'm actually shifting a little bit too late. We're going to go into the hairpin now we talked about. Just want to sort of feel my way through on the first lap. We'll brake later than that. And then we need to decide what gear we're going to go in. Is it a 3rd gear or is it a 2nd gear? We might try and make 3rd gear work. We'll see. Sweeping corners here. Want to get over to the left-hand side. Remember, the car's going to pitch, so we've got to be very smooth with the brakes. Likewise here, it's going to pitch, which will sort of like caress it in. A bit like a go-kart. And now we've got this multi-apex corner. Again, going to be trying quite smooth with the brake here. You do not want to touch that red paint at all. Very, very, very slippery, and we need to hit more of those apexes. It's not going to cut it missing all of those. Up to 5th gear. Up to 6th gear, and we'll brake near the end of this orange bit here. And we'll try and exit out in 3rd gear. Okay, so that's a very, very, very rough first lap where we obviously missed a lot of the braking points. But we're going to come on over. It's going to be a 42.2. So let's see if we can take that time off now. Turning in there a bit too early, I think. Might run out of space on the exit here. You're having to lift quite a lot. Down to 4th gear here. See the car pitching in. Down to 3rd gear. Try and go over this curb there. Oh! Oh no! Right, let's start that again. We can do it again. Now we're building it up. You can see that it's quite difficult to hit that curb. So we might make a decision that actually we just want to go around it for the sake of this. So see, I'm up to 3rd gear there. Try and getting pointers. Yeah, there we go. A bit nicer, I think. There's a bit of a sacrifice between, do I get on the power earlier and then sort of understeer through the corner, or do I get the car pointed and then be getting on the power later, but then I'm not going to understeer, which we need to work out. Try and be very careful here on the input. There we go. We're sort of apexing there. There was a mark on the tarmac. coming in through in 5th gear, going to go into 4th gear. 4th gear for this one. Then 3rd gear. Over that one. We'll try and go over it again. There we go, got it that time. Be really disciplined with the gear change. It's very easy to let this thing over rev. 5th gear. 6th gear, going to try and brake just for the curb this time. Exit out in 2nd gear, onto in 3rd gear. Not sure about my line there, so we'll see what the time says. To 4th, over this. Trying to keep the car steady. Bit of counter steering there. 4th gear. And again, we've got to try and hit some of these. It's okay to miss this one if you've hit the other two and then smash the last one. So coming down the straight, you can see that I feel like we're sort of building the pace. So we're going to try and get up 6th gear here, brake as late as we can. And sort of coming out in 3rd gear. Right, so let's see what this is going to be. Hopefully an improvement. Obviously I don't really know until we go over the line. 39, 40, it's going to be a 41.7. Okay, still some time to gain. Going down a gear that time. A bit wide, we'll lose a lot of time on the exit. Going down to 3rd here actually. Sort of just need to maybe really go around that, but we're 3/10 up, which is quite good. Losing a lot of time with this hairpin, which I want to try and work out. Maybe brake more in a straight line, let's see. Let's see what that does for the delta. Lost time on the way in. I feel like we lost more time on the way in, so we need to think about that. Still not really that smooth there, is it? And here we're just losing so much time sliding on the tyres. No, it's gone blue, but we're just horrendous. There's a second in there alone, which we need to work out, but we keep going. Try and exit out in 2nd maybe, actually. And if we're able to keep that flat, that's going to be that's going to be very helpful, because we don't want to be off the power in a turbo car like this one. You want to power all the way through. 41.3 this time. So you're losing quite a lot of time. They might gain a little bit right now though, yeah. Okay, that time we were absolutely over it. But still, I think we're a little bit too cautious there. I feel like we should be carrying a bit more speed. So, up to 6th gear. Okay, that's obviously better. So we can apply some of those techniques. That'd be really helpful. Let's get all over this curb. Gonna lose time on the exit there, I think. So sort of really fighting with the car through here, which is not great at all. There's one place I'm gonna go on the red paint will be there. Still getting more time. Remember, was it a 40.8 actually? It's not too far away. So we're getting closer now. There's still so much time on the table, but I really recommend this is the way you build up. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if this is helping you. Please make sure you subscribe, hit that like as well. So much smoother that time, wasn't it? So much smoother. Love it. Oh, no. Keep going, but lost a lot of time. Might get a track limit, we'll see. But that first corner was just so unbelievably smooth, wasn't it? Let's see if we can... That was 3/10 there, I think. Let's see if we can unlock more time in here and the multi-corner as well. Multi-apex corner. So I think we're going too deep here. So we're just not gaining it back on the exit, yeah. So we'll try and keep that one a little bit tighter and get on the curb. But here is when I started to appreciate just driving smoothly, and the car really does appreciate you for it. Doesn't like heavy movements on the brake, I think. See if we can try and get that here, maybe down to third. I was hoping that would be a little bit better than we got. It was going blue in the middle. Okay, can this be the lap? Let's see. Let's see, everyone. This could be it. Still think I need to work on my exit there because we're sort of, I think, getting on the power a little bit too early and understeering. Let's see if we can be very smooth through turn 1 again. Yeah, we'll take that. Not very smooth, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going. I think if we'd gone around both those sausages might have been better. Can we keep it tighter here? Let's see. Gonna try and keep it tighter on this curb. So it was a bit light on the way in, but we're obviously losing it on the way out. But let's keep going. Oh no, in the wall. Right, come on, come on, come on. Right, this is going to be the lap. This is going to be the lap. We're going to bring it all together now. Get that 40.8. Come on. Just want to practice here. We're going to go deep, get the car rotated, and then we're going to get on the power sort of fully. Sort of like that. If you have a look at my throttle there, we didn't get off the throttle, so we should hit this quite fast now coming in here. Let's try to be really, really, really smooth. There we go. Gonna go around them this time. And then over this one. I think maybe trying to go over both of them is just a little bit too difficult. So we're going to try and do a Goldilocks here, not too tight, not too narrow. Have a look. That feels like it might be better, I don't know. Let's open this up a little bit. Feels smoother. Here we go down to third gear, try and keep it very smooth. That felt smooth. So it feels good with that body of knowledge we have about the track. Let's try and sort out this last corner. Oh, I thought we were going to run out of track there. Just about okay. So we want a 40.9 would do it. And it's a 40.6. So that is our gold medal. Let's just keep think my wheels actually... Yeah, my wheels actually come loose on my base. So I might have to stop it there because I need to get my screws out. That's just because of the way I have this Logitech attached. But a 140.6 is going to be at the moment enough to get us that 2 million credits. And that, for me, was the best way for me to actually sort of get into the lap and feel it out and understand the car. So if you think we understood the gearing, about short shifting being in those high gears. We also understood, when I started out, I was trying to manipulate the car on the brakes, but we saw it's a lot faster to just be smooth and not get the car in those sort of situations. And on that last lap, we paid a bit more respect to the sausage curbs because we were just losing too much time. So at the moment, that's good enough for 2 million credits. Is it going to hold up? I don't know. We can always come back to it, and there's quite a lot of time on the table. But I really, really hope this helped you. Please, please, please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed. If it has helped you, that makes all the difference to me. And yeah, I just hope you get your 2 million credits. You can see I need it. And I'll see you all in the next track guide.